Miss Emily. A lot of you probably already know me, and I come into your classroom to teach you about healthy eating. So this year, you are going to see me a lot of times, and we're going to talk about fruits and vegetables and all of the things that can make us healthy. Today, we're actually going to be talking about core fruits. There's a lot of core fruits here in front of me, and core fruits are things like apples and pears, and we're going to be doing a lot of talking about that today, and we're going to be going on a field trip. So in the future, you can look forward to lessons where I teach you all about a healthy food. We might even go on a virtual field trip together like we're doing today, and we'll play games and activities and just have all kinds of fun. Are you ready to get started? All right, so tell me, who ate good foods this summer? Give your teacher a thumbs up if you ate lots of fruits and vegetables over the summer and maybe you even tried something new. So when I ask you to give a thumbs up in my videos, I'm asking you to give a thumbs up to yourself, your classmates, and your teachers. So always make sure you're engaged. So did anybody ask a grown-up for fruits and vegetables over the summer? I know I did. I got lots of them for myself. Did anybody try something new this summer? I tried a lot of new things this summer. So give yourself a thumbs up if you think that you tried something new this summer. It's always important to be brave and try new foods. This year, you'll be trying lots of food. Some of it might be new to you, and some of you have probably already tried it before. But no matter what, we want to make sure that you try it every month, because sometimes if it's new to you, you might realize that you like something new. So we have some rules for our tastings. So this year, not everyone is in their classroom, and we understand that. So if you are at home, if you have the food that we're talking about, go ahead and taste it from home. If you don't have the food we're talking about, so this month we're talking about apples and pears, maybe you have something similar, a different type of fruit that you'd like to try. And if you don't have anything like that at all, try to find something new. And even if you can't try it that same day, that's okay. Next time you see something new, try it. That's what this program's about, is trying new healthy foods. So give yourself a thumbs up if you can do that. Perfect. So our rules. Please don't yuck anyone's yum. So that means if someone else says they really like a certain type of food and you say yuck, that might make them feel bad. So please make sure to not yuck anyone's yum. Our next rule is to take a no thank you bite. Even if you know you don't like the food or you just tried it yesterday, try it again, because your taste buds are always changing. So always take a no thank you bite and then make a decision on whether or not you like it. Please wait to try the food until everyone is served. So if you are eating inside your classroom, which some of you might not be, wait until all of your friends have their food. If you're not inside your classroom, at dinner time or lunchtime, whenever you eat with your family, try to make sure you wait until everyone is served before you eat. That's just really polite. Please be respectful with your food. So if you're in your classroom, please make sure it stays on your plate. If you're at your house, also please make sure it stays on your plate and you are using food the right way. Please encourage a grown-up to purchase the food or buy the food that we tried in class today or that you saw in my video if you're not trying it. And that way, you can get these good, healthy foods into your house. If you didn't like the food we tried, encourage a grown-up to buy you something else that's healthy. Give yourself a thumbs up if you can do that. Who wants to know some facts about pears? So like I said, we're focusing on core fruits this month. So that is apples and pears. And we're going to be taking a field trip in a few minutes. And we're actually going to an apple and pear orchard, which is going to be really cool. But I think I should teach you a little bit about core fruits before we get started. So in front of me, I have all kinds of apples and pears. There are so many different varieties. In fact, there are over 3,000 varieties of pears on this planet. The farm we're going to in a few minutes, they only have one type that grows, but there are 3,000 varieties out there. I have 4 varieties. I have a Bartlett pear, a Bosc pear, a red pear, and an Asian pear. So these are the ones that I found at the supermarket. See if you can find some. As for apples, I have all kinds of varieties of apples too. And I know at the farm we're going to in a few minutes, she has all kinds of apples, tons and tons of different varieties. So I have things like Granny Smith and Honey Crisp. I have Golden Delicious and Red Delicious. I have, oh gosh, what's this one? A Fuji. There's all kinds of different apples out there and they all taste a little bit different. Some are sweet, some are sour, some might be a little bit bitter. They all taste a little different and everybody has their own preference for which one they like best.
Hi friends, it's Miss Becca and Miss Emily. We're here at Gathering Winds Farm and Orchard in Poland, New. There's a little bit of traffic on the road. We are here to teach you about some really special fruits. So October is Core Fruits Month. So we're going to be talking about apples and pears, and we're actually going to take you into the orchard today. So you'll be hanging out with Miss Becca, Miss Emily. We're also going to meet Farmer Stacy and Farmer John. And they own this farm together. They run this apple orchard, and we're going to learn from them about what they do here. Hey guys, here we are on the farm with Miss Emily.
Corny Karen, this is called an orchard. Did you know that vegetables grow on a farm, but when we grow apples and pears, we call this an orchard.
Oh my gosh, I didn't see you there. Great, you made it. Let's go talk to Farmer Stacy. She's going to teach us all about apples. Come on. All right, good morning, Farmer Stacy.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for having us here. We thought we'd start with our masks on because we were walking together, but now that we're so far apart outside, can we take our masks off?
Sounds great. Yeah.
All right, and now you guys can hear us a little bit better. So Farmer Stacy, October is National Farm to School Month. As a real life farmer, what do you want kids to know about why it's important to eat local food and support local farmers?
I think that we are coming back to regrouping as community, and I think knowing your farmer, knowing your local farms, having your parents bring you out for raspberry picking, strawberries, or apple picking, just connects you to your food source. And I think it's great that we can get, oranges all year long now from somewhere else, but how cool is it to have food in your backyard? To know that it was just picked or it was just, processed and now it's on your kitchen table and so much fresher and tastes so much different than something that may have been picked, a few weeks ago and then travels in a big truck across the country to get to your food store. So.
All right, so Farmer Stacy, I walk in the woods all the time. There's all these trees out there that are growing just fine without a tree farmer. So what do you do as a farmer who's helping trees grow apples?
So apple trees need a lot of help. We can't just let them grow. Otherwise they would be really, really tall. So how would you pick the apples off? And in order for them to grow really good apples, they need lots of sunlight, they need lots of airflow. So every year we have to prune, give a haircut to 900 trees every winter. And you can't miss it, otherwise then you got problems that come in. The bugs would be warmer if the sun wasn't shining and they would climb into that apple tree. Or if you didn't do a good mowing, which we're a little behind this year, but if you don't get that airflow going or that sunlight, your apples will be smaller, your apples will have bugs in them, worms in them, and nobody wants to eat an apple with a worm in it, I don't think.
All right, Farmer Stacy. So we learned last year, and if you weren't here last year, you'll learn this year, that pollinators help make flowers turn into fruit. So what helps pollinate the apple blossoms to make apples? Or are there things that maybe aren't helpful to the trees? Maybe insects that don't help the trees?
So we love bees, and these are the honeybees. We have 2 hives that we're restarting for our bees here, and then there's about 5 honey farms around us that those bees travel 5 miles to come to
5 whole
our
miles?
orchard. 5 miles! It's wicked cool. So in the springtime, and we'll invite you out next year, but when all these trees have beautiful white flowers, those bees are so happy buzzing around, and they touch each flower and they're doing pollination. So that's what's going to help your trees grow apples or different fruits, or your plants, your tomatoes. Those bees it's like they're carrying a paintbrush in their mouth, and they're painting on this tree, and then they're going over painting on that tree, and it's spreading the pollination so that all those fruits will grow on your trees or your plants or your vegetables. It's pretty cool. Here is a super cool pear.
Did you know that there's something special
Miss Emily, I can barely hear you.
Did you know that there's something special about apples and pears? They're called core fruits. So there are seeds right here in the center. Can you see?
So you pick pears when they're ripe, so when they're greener, and then you do actually leave these on the counter, because then you know that juicy pear that you love to just have it all go down your throat. And give it a couple days on your counter, and those are really yummy. So that's a pear. Pretty cool, huh?
Did you know that the wood from a pear tree is used to make lots of different musical instruments, especially members of the woodwind family? Corny Karen, what do you have for me?
Well, I've got this violin, Miss Emily.
Thank you. Wait, a violin? Is a violin a woodwind instrument? No, I think it's a string instrument. Corny Karen, this is a woodwind.
Oh, a clarinet. All right, friends, well, that's it. Thank you so much for coming on a field trip with us to Gathering Winds Farm in Poland. Miss Emily, Miss Becca, and Corny Karen can't wait to see you next time. But I wonder where that Corny Karen is.
Oh, welcome to my laboratory. I heard today we are talking about core fruits.
There's a lot we can see about this fruit, but there's some stuff that's hiding that we can't see. There are things like vitamins and minerals and other nutrients we can't see, but do really important stuff for our bodies. Let's see what's hiding from us.
From my microscopic observation, I can see that pears have a lot of vitamin C
Helps to fight off germs and heal scrapes and cuts.
and has fiber.
Pears are one of the best fruits for fiber, right? Especially with that skin on. They help keep us full and give us energy. The word of the day is ripen. Ripen means when a fruit or a vegetable gets to the point where it's ready to eat. Usually it's softer and sweeter. Yum.
To start to ripen a pear, place it on the counter for a few days. If you want to ripen it quicker, you put it in a bag. You roll the bag up. Wait a few days. Take it out of the bag. Feel if it's hard. If it's hard, put it back in the bag. If it's soft, eat it. Time for me to get back to work. Back to you, snack ladies.
So remember, friends, you might be trying a core fruit in your classroom this month. Or if you're at home, I challenge you to try something new. Check out your refrigerator. Is there anything in here you'd like to try? Mushrooms. If I don't have core fruits at home, maybe I'll try these. I'll be brave. Well, that's it, friends. I hope you enjoyed Core Fruits Month as much as Gavin enjoys his pears. Gavin, can you say bye?
Bye.